Ever since Semi was unveiled back in 2017, Tesla has never actually revealed the exact price of the Semi truck. And now, 8 years later, we're still pretty much in the dark about how much it really costs to own one. Sure, there have been leaked numbers floating around: $150,000, $180,000, even $250,000. But Elon Musk has never officially confirmed any of them. That's raised some eyebrows, leading many to believe the Semi doesn't have a fixed price at all. Tesla might just be adjusting the cost whenever they feel like it, and only the customers who've actually bought a Tesla Semi know what's really going on. Recently, there have been accusations that Tesla has quietly raised the price of the Semi and delayed its production, design, and delivery timelines. This stirred up quite a bit of heated debate, with many arguing that if these claims are true, there's no way the Tesla Semi will revolutionize the trucking industry. How can it, when it's insanely expensive and barely available on the market? Tesla has responded to the rumors, but the question still stands: are these accusations real or incorrect? And after 8 years of delays, is the Tesla Semi really worth the hype? Let's find out. Welcome to Tesla Car World. We're not going to deny it, Tesla Semi has definitely been delayed for years. In fact, when you really look at the timeline, it's probably the most delayed project Elon Musk has ever launched. Take the Cybertruck, for example. It's known for being one of Tesla's most unique and challenging products to manufacture, especially since the entire body is made from stainless steel, a material that's notoriously hard to work with before it even hits the production line. And yet, from the time it was first introduced in November 2019, it took Tesla about 4 years to get it into customers' hands, with deliveries starting in November 2023. Now compare that to the Tesla Semi. It was first revealed on November 16, 2017. Tesla originally planned to begin production in 2019, but after several delays, the official first deliveries didn't happen until December 1, 2022, when about 30 trucks were handed over to PepsiCo. That's a 5-year gap between reveal and first delivery, and while everyone expected large-scale production to kick off in 2023, that clearly didn't happen. The project seems to have stalled again. As of now, the Nevada factory is reportedly only producing about 3 trucks per week. But before we get into the reasons why the Semi truck is facing all these delays, let's talk about the recent allegations first. The buzz started with Electrek, a site that covers news, reviews, and analysis about electric vehicles, clean energy, and related products. Last week, Electrek published an article titled, "Tesla Semi Suffers More Delays and Dramatic Price Increase," and it sparked a wave of negative discussions online. The claims came from Ryder, a major transportation and logistics company and one of Tesla's earliest Semi customers. According to Ryder, not only are there more delays, but the price of the Semi has reportedly gone up significantly from what was originally expected. Specifically, Ryder was awarded a grant from California's Mobile Source Air Pollution Reduction Review Committee, MSRC, for a project involving the deployment of Tesla semi-trucks and megachargers at 2 of their facilities in California. But from what we understand, Ryder referred to this as a cost-sharing commitment, meaning they weren't fully funded to cover the cost of purchasing the Tesla semis or installing the megacharger stations at their sites. Essentially, it looks like MSRC would cover the cost of setting up the charging infrastructure, while Ryder committed to spending $7.5 million of their own money to purchase the trucks. So, what exactly are these delays and financial changes that Tesla's customers like Ryder are pointing to? From what we've found, Ryder initially planned to roll out 42 Tesla semi-trucks with a $7.5 million budget. The rest of the funding was supposed to go toward installing megachargers, the special chargers made specifically for the Tesla Semi. But due to changes in pricing, Ryder ended up cutting that number down to just 18 big rigs. That suggests the price of the Tesla Semi has nearly doubled compared to what was originally leaked. As we mentioned earlier, when Tesla first delivered a small batch of semis in 2022, most reports pointed to a price of around $150,000 for the 300-mile range version and $180,000 for the 500-mile version. Tesla also took pre-orders for a Founders Series Semi, priced at $200,000. To put that in perspective, traditional diesel-powered heavy-duty trucks in the U.S. usually cost anywhere from $150,000 to $220,000. The Tesla Semi was expected to be a game changer, not just because of its purchase price, but also because of how much cheaper electricity is compared to diesel. That combo of a reasonable upfront cost and lower operating expenses thanks to cheaper fuel makes the Tesla Semi a potentially revolutionary option for cutting both overall trucking costs and emissions. Clearly, even at $200,000, the Semi is still a bargain when you factor in the long-term savings it offers. However, Tesla didn't update the pricing when they launched the production version of the truck last year. Footage from Zangler showed several brand-new Tesla Semis spotted at the Nevada factory, possibly the production model. Previously, the units delivered to PepsiCo were mainly for testing and data collection. That said, Ryder is now pointing to a significant price increase for the Tesla Semi. So, what's the actual cost of one of these electric rigs today? If Tesla can mass-produce a Class 8 truck that can haul freight comparable to a diesel-powered truck for over 500 miles on a single charge and do it at a reasonable price, they've got a revolutionary product on their hands. But right now, that reasonable price is a big question mark. According to Ryder's original estimates, the $7.5 million budget was supposed to cover 42 Tesla semi-trucks, working out to about $180,000 per truck. But with only 18 trucks now in the mix, that number jumped significantly to around $415,000 per Tesla Semi. As longtime Tesla watchers, we can't say we're too surprised. Tesla has built a bit of a reputation for missing targets, especially when it comes to pricing and timelines. Elon Musk's ambitious promises often don't quite match up with reality. Just look at the Cybertruck. Its price has gone up by 43% to over 50%, with the base model rising from $39,900 to $60,990. So we wouldn't be shocked if the 500-mile range Tesla Semi ends up costing between $350,000 and $400,000. That's still an impressive truck, no doubt, but not quite the revolutionary, game-changing product that could completely disrupt the trucking industry. For that to happen, the price needs to be closer to $250,000, or under $300,000. That could be possible with higher production volume, but it'll be a tough road if Tesla doesn't finish building its Giga Semi factory soon. The original project also included building 2 integrated energy hubs and 4 Tesla megacharger stations spread across 2 locations. Ryder now plans to install 3 megacharger stalls per site for a total of 6, which would support the initial 18 semi-trucks and potentially more down the line. Interestingly, the updated project details reveal another twist. Tesla is now requiring 600 kilowatt chargers instead of the originally planned 750 kilowatt versions. This could hint at challenges in setting up dedicated charging infrastructure for the Semi. On top of all that, the MSRC has made it clear they won't be providing Ryder with any additional funding, even if the price of the semi-trucks continues to climb. But the story doesn't end with cost. Ryder also pointed to delays on Tesla's end as a major roadblock. The company had secured funding to roll out the Tesla Semis and charging stations at 2 sites in California. But because of Tesla's slow delivery timeline, especially delays in product design, manufacturing, and economic shifts tied to the Semi, the project hasn't been able to stay on schedule. Therefore, Ryder has officially sent a letter to the MSRC requesting a 28-month extension to allow more time to fulfill the goals of the grant-backed project. The company reaffirmed its commitment to deploy 18 Tesla semi-trucks by June 20, 2026. The plan still includes the original $7.5 million in private investment, and Ryder says infrastructure work will continue as scheduled in the 3rd quarter of this year. So how did Tesla respond to all these claims? Typically, Tesla, along with Elon Musk and the company's executives, tends to stay silent when it comes to negative headlines or rumors about their products. But this time, Dan Priestley, manager of the Tesla Semi program, broke that silence. In a post on X, he stated, "No change to schedule," and multiple incorrect conclusions. The future is bright, electric, and cost-effective. What exactly does that mean? Priestley's comment pushes back on the rumors, making it clear that Tesla has not changed its production or delivery timeline for the Semi. He also hinted that there are several false claims being circulated, likely referring to the speculation around rising prices and delayed rollouts. The fact that a high-level Tesla official spoke out suggests the company is trying to quickly shut down misinformation that could harm public confidence or investor sentiment around the Semi program. That said, we believe it would be far more helpful if Dan Priestley clarified what exactly was inaccurate in the reporting, or explained why Ryder is raising concerns about delays and pricing. A bit more transparency would likely reassure more people watching the situation unfold. Despite Ryder's complaints ranging from delivery delays to concerns about rising costs, it's worth noting they are still moving forward with the plan. Their continued commitment to the $7.5 million investment shows they still believe in the long-term value of the Tesla Semi. Even with short-term hurdles, it's clear that Ryder views the Semi as a strategic asset, especially as the trucking industry shifts toward clean energy and lower operating costs. Backing up the belief that the Tesla Semi is something special, feedback from PepsiCo drivers, one of the first companies to adopt the truck, has been overwhelmingly positive. According to these drivers, they wouldn't want to go back to driving any other truck. They say the Tesla Semi feels completely different from any other Class 8 truck on the market, offering a near-perfect driving experience, if not the best they've ever had. And the specs speak for themselves. The Tesla Semi can go up to 500 miles, around 800 kilometers, on a single charge, a number unheard of in any electric truck currently available. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 20 seconds, even while fully loaded. It can even maintain that speed uphill, something diesel trucks struggle with or simply can't do. Even more impressive is its energy efficiency. The Semi uses only about 1.7 kilowatt hours per mile, delivering industry-leading performance at a remarkably low operating cost. But these aren't just impressive numbers on a spec sheet. PepsiCo's drivers have confirmed that these figures are almost unbelievable in real-world use. Companies like DHL, Saia, and Walmart have also reported that the Semi is living up to the hype in terms of performance. Even if the price really has climbed to $400,000, up from the originally estimated $200,000 to $250,000, we still believe the Tesla Semi is a smart, fast return investment. With electric charging costs about half that of diesel fuel, businesses could save up to $150,000 in just the first 3 years of operation. On top of that, maintenance costs for the Tesla Semi are estimated to be 40 to 60% lower than those of a traditional diesel truck. Diesel trucks can cost up to $30,000 per year to maintain, while the Semi's costs fall somewhere between $8,000 and $15,000 annually. With no internal combustion engine, no oil changes, no fuel filters, the Tesla Semi eliminates many of the typical mechanical headaches. One of the Semi's biggest draws is its full self-driving system, technology that no other commercial truck currently offers. Full self-driving doesn't replace the driver, but it offers support during long hauls, helping drivers stay alert, rest when needed, and reduce the risk of fatigue, one of the leading causes of crashes on long-distance routes. And with the ongoing shortage of truck drivers in the U.S. and across other developed nations, full self-driving offers a revolutionary solution. It doesn't eliminate the need for human drivers, but it significantly eases the workload, which could make the job more appealing to a younger generation considering their career options. When it comes to uphill climbs, the Semi behaves unlike any other truck. Its regenerative braking system not only helps conserve energy, but also protects the brakes from overheating, which is one of the biggest safety risks when descending with a heavy load. Tesla has also put the Semi through rigorous cold weather testing, including in harsh conditions like Alaska, where lithium-ion batteries often struggle. Tesla didn't just optimize the heating systems for the cabin and battery, they also fine-tuned the traction control system, allowing the Semi to stay stable even on slick, icy roads. Starting a heavy truck on snow and ice, that's a nightmare for most rigs, but not for the Semi. It handles it with ease. Tesla's ambitions for the Semi are anything but small. While there are currently only about 300 Tesla Semis on the road, that number is expected to grow dramatically once the Giga Semi factory is up and running. According to Elon Musk, construction at the Nevada-based Giga Semi is around 68% complete, and mass production could begin as early as next year, with a target of 50,000 trucks per year. Now, can Tesla actually hit that number? Time will tell. But here's the thing. Once the factory is fully operational, production could scale rapidly. Building 50,000 Semis a year may sound wild, but it's absolutely possible, especially if the plant runs 24/7. That would mean a new Tesla Semi rolling off the line every 10 minutes. And here's another major advantage. Tesla is also producing the 900 kilowatt-hour battery packs in-house at the same facility. That eliminates dependence on outside suppliers and helps streamline production, cutting down both costs and delays. If successful, this will be the first time in history that electric semi-trucks are mass-produced like passenger cars. A massive milestone not just for Tesla, but for the future of transportation. Heavy-duty trucks make up only about 5% of all vehicles in the U.S., but they burn through over 25% of total fuel and produce a massive share of CO2 emissions. Transitioning to electric trucks like the Tesla Semi could make a huge impact in cutting those emissions. In Europe, new climate targets aim to reduce emissions from new trucks by 45% by 2030 and 90% by 2040. In the U.S., many states have already pledged to phase out diesel trucks entirely by 2050. That means the Tesla Semi isn't just a commercial product, it's a symbol of a cleaner, greener future. Yes, the Semi has faced some pushback recently, accusations of price hikes and production delays, but it's important to look at the big picture. Prices on nearly every product change over time, and keep in mind, the Semi was first unveiled 8 years ago. An increase in price isn't all that surprising given the evolution of the tech and rising production costs. Back in 2017, the projected price of $180,000 might have been realistic at the time. But by today's standards, it's low, maybe too low to be profitable. If the new price really is in the $350,000 to $400,000 range, that's still competitive for a cutting-edge electric truck with the performance and long-term savings the Semi promises. As Elon Musk once put it, the Tesla Semi is a money-making machine in the long run. Even with project delays, riders' continued investment commitment and PepsiCo drivers' glowing reviews show that the Tesla Semi still has strong commercial appeal. This could also be a valuable lesson for Tesla, to focus more on meeting delivery timelines, speeding up the completion of the Giga Semi factory, and doubling down on core, high-impact products. And if we're being honest, maybe it's time for Elon Musk to spend a little less time on politics and Dogecoin, and a little more time putting customers first. Tesla thrives when it focuses on meaningful innovation, and that's where its true value lies. The Tesla Semi isn't just a product, it's a strategic step forward toward a cleaner, more efficient, and safer transportation industry. Sure, there are growing pains. It's no small feat to revolutionize an industry as slow-moving and traditional as trucking. But if Tesla can finish Giga Semi and reach full-scale production, the Semi could very well become the defining symbol of the clean transportation era.
This is a vehicle that some people said was impossible to build, that it defied physics. Well, not only does it not defy physics, we're going to be making a lot of them. I think ultimately we'll make over millions probably, of the Tesla Semi.
Tesla's fully electric Class 8 truck program is heading into a pivotal moment in 2025. Industry experts have just revealed a shocking truth. The 2025 Tesla Semi could face a price hike of up to 2.2 times, and further delays in its rust-to-read timeline are also drawing intense public attention. Recent statements from Elon Musk and Tesla executives offer compelling evidence of the company's commitment to revolutionizing the trucking industry, despite mounting challenges. In today's episode, we take a closer look at key arguments behind Tesla's upcoming Semi strategy and unpack the clear contradictions found in the company's most recent announcements. Welcome to Tesla Car World. But first, please stop scrolling and do this right now. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you're always the first to know about the latest updates on this incredible truck.
I believe, along with NVIDIA, two of the best disruptive technology companies in the world. Reality that a U.S. car company makes cars in the U.S. with all U.S. parts, that's a fairy tale.
So, how does the Tesla Semi change the cost structure and overall economics of ownership? Chances are you've already heard or read something about a story that's been making waves in the heavy-duty electric truck market in the U.S. over the past few days. Ryder, one of the major customers, and a key partner in the Tesla Semi project rollout in California, they made a rather surprising announcement. The price of the Tesla Semi had suddenly surged, forcing them to cut their order from 42 trucks down to just 18, despite keeping their original $7.5 million budget unchanged. This sudden change immediately raised a lot of questions. Why did the price increase so sharply? Is Tesla facing cost issues? And more importantly, if that's the case, the current price of each Tesla Semi may have climbed to over $400,000, nearly double the previously rumored figures of $150,000 for the 300-mile version, $180,000 for the 500-mile version, and $200,000 for the Founders Series Semi. In response to the growing wave of speculation, Dan Priestley, Tesla Semi program manager, broke his silence and posted on X, "No change to schedule," and multiple incorrect conclusions. However, Priestley didn't clarify what exactly was incorrect, nor did he explain why Ryder requested a 28-month extension to complete the project. This lack of transparency has only fueled more skepticism. Is Tesla quietly shifting its pricing and production strategy behind the scenes? Many people think the Tesla Semi is just another electric truck, but in reality, it's a key piece of Elon Musk's bigger vision. With a price tag ranging from $180,000 to nearly $400,000, it's easy to see why some people might scoff and ask, why is a truck so expensive? But if you look closer, you'll realize this isn't just about selling trucks, it's about investing in the future. Sure, the new price sounds a bit shocking. In fact, it's nearly double what was originally expected, even if that figure hasn't been officially confirmed by Tesla or Elon Musk and remains media speculation. Still, it's not exactly a case of Tesla price gouging. The reality is the cost of raw materials like lithium and nickel, both crucial for EV batteries, has gone up significantly. And batteries, as we know, are the heart of any electric vehicle. On top of that, the new battery type Tesla is developing, the 4680 cells, still isn't rolling off the production line smoothly, so the company has had to rely on temporary solutions. And as we all know, temporary usually means more expensive. Not to mention the Nevada Gigafactory is currently undergoing a massive expansion, and anyone who's ever built anything knows. Big projects are never cheap. But there's no need to panic. Tesla isn't doing all this just to sell a few trucks. They're building an entire ecosystem from the ground up. Batteries, software, high-speed charging stations, all fully developed and owned in-house. At first, they might not make much profit, but once production scales, costs will drop, and margins will grow. If they play their cards right, Tesla won't just be selling trucks. They'll be selling the entire infrastructure around those trucks. And when that happens, the revenue won't just come from the vehicle itself. It'll flow in from energy, services, software, and everything that comes with it. Initially, most people expected to recover their investment in the Tesla Semi within 3 to 5 years. Now it might take 8 to 10 years to break even. That sounds like a long time, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Electric trucks like the Semi can drastically reduce operating costs, potentially cutting annual expenses by 40 to 50%. That means businesses could save tens of thousands of dollars each year on fuel and maintenance alone. On top of that, both the US and European governments are actively promoting clean transportation, offering incentives and tax breaks, especially under the Inflation Reduction Act, IRA. And let's not forget, once the Magna Charger network is fully built out, charging costs will be close to zero. In other words, every mile driven becomes a money saver. So even though the payback period may be longer, it's also more stable and less risky. In an era where transportation costs keep rising, that makes the Semi a worthwhile investment to consider. That's exactly why Tesla isn't just pouring money into building trucks. They're investing billions into a much broader vision, building out the mega charger, fast charging network, developing next-gen battery technology, and expanding their massive Nevada Gigafactory. To some, Tesla's financial reports may look like costs are spiraling. But Elon Musk isn't spending money just to hold ground. Everything Tesla is developing for the Semi, from batteries to charging infrastructure, will eventually feed into other energy products like the Powerwall and Megapack, energy storage systems for homes, factories, even entire cities. In that sense, the Semi is just the first step in a much bigger plan. But this lack of transparency has clearly split the market, into two camps. One group is walking away, not because they doubt the technology, but because they can't bet on a company that won't be upfront. For them, the scary part isn't the higher price, it's the uncertainty. Tesla was once seen as a symbol of the future. But when that $400,000 price tag started making headlines, the Semi stopped looking like an investment and started looking like a gamble, where trust has to be laid on the table alongside cold, hard cash. However, on the flip side, not everyone sees this as bad news. Some believe this move actually marks a new level of maturity for the Tesla Semi. A price increase isn't a failure. It's a signal that Tesla is moving away from loss-leading strategies just to grab market share, and instead beginning to price the product at its real value. And if the Semi truly delivers on its promises, lower operating costs, fuel savings, reduced maintenance, and zero emissions, then even at $400,000, the market could still accept it. Especially when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, over 5, 7, or 10 years. Forward-thinking businesses won't be asking, how much does it cost to buy? They'll be asking, how much do I save per mile? Some even see this as an opportunity. When the waters get stirred, the timid rowers pull back. But those who choose to stick with Tesla now may end up being the first to gain a true operational edge in the near future. A future where electrification isn't just a trend, but the new rule of the game. A former executive who once ran a trucking company with a fleet of 350 semis shared that they were spending over $100,000 a month on maintenance alone, not even counting bank loans and financing for their fleet. Breakdowns on the road didn't just cause delays. They sent costs soaring by the hour. And somehow maintenance shops always seem to know how to take advantage of the situation. But even if you go with a well-known diesel truck, say, a fully equipped Volvo, you're still looking at nearly $200,000, and you're not escaping the never-ending maintenance loop. Against that backdrop, the idea of paying around $350,000 for a Tesla Semi no longer feels intimidating to industry veterans. On the contrary, according to this former executive, it's a smart investment. The Tesla Semi can pay for itself in just 2.5 years, he said. If you calculate real-world operating costs and the dramatically lower maintenance. Because while legacy manufacturers like Volvo are now rolling out their own electric Semi models, the prices are anything but cheap, reaching up to $400,000 for a unit that doesn't even come with a sleeper cab. When you put that on the table for comparison, the Tesla Semi still stands out as the more optimized choice. How do the revolutionary features of Tesla Semi network promote huge economic advantages?
So it's very difficult for people in the stock market, especially those that look in the rearview mirror, which is most people, to imagine a future where suddenly a 10 million vehicle fleet has 5 to 10 times the usefulness.
Perhaps the most transformative element of the Tesla Semi story lies beyond its powertrain. According to Elon Musk, the Semi is being designed with autonomy at its core. Cameras, sensors, and computing power have already been embedded into early production units, including those currently operating in PepsiCo's fleet. This isn't some far-off future feature. It's a foundation being laid right now. Just imagine what happens when these trucks become fully autonomous. As Musk put it, an autonomous vehicle can be used far more than a non-autonomous one. That principle is even more powerful when applied to freight. Autonomous big rigs could operate over 20 hours a day, with minimal downtime, limited only by charging and maintenance windows, effectively doubling the revenue-generating hours of a single truck. Financially, Musk envisions the Tesla Semi eventually generating up to $1 billion in revenue per month. That might sound ambitious, but not impossible, especially when you consider the scalability of autonomy across logistics hubs, distribution centers, and major freight corridors. And with the U.S. still grappling with a chronic shortage of long-haul truck drivers, autonomy could offer a direct, scalable solution to a pressing national challenge. One of the most underestimated drivers in this entire equation may be the value of Tesla's software ecosystem. There has never been an asset class, especially not in commercial vehicles, where a software update can boost hardware performance and value by 500% to 1,000%, as Musk has claimed. Traditional OEMs sell hardware. Tesla sells a software-defined platform. With each over-the-air update, the Tesla Semi gets better, not just in safety or navigation, but also in energy efficiency through regenerative optimization, route intelligence, and potentially even autonomous capabilities as full self-driving matures enough to be deployed in trucks. Naturally, this raises a fair question. Is FSD truly ready for a 40-ton semi-truck? Many in the industry remain skeptical, and rightfully so. As of now, Tesla's FSD is far from perfect. Maneuvering a massive vehicle into tight loading docks or navigating unpredictable rural roads remains a challenge no company, not even Tesla, has fully mastered. In truth, it would be reckless to claim the Tesla Semi is fully autonomous across all use cases today. But here's the key insight. It doesn't have to be fully autonomous, yet. Even semi-autonomous features like lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, or highway auto navigation already deliver real operational savings and reduce driver fatigue. These are stepping stones toward full autonomy. The competitive edge lies in Tesla's ability to iterate and scale these updates across its entire fleet, faster than any traditional OEM can. Another critical issue that is often overlooked is braking safety under heavy load, a common cause of fatal accidents involving traditional heavy-duty trucks in markets like China. The Tesla Semi tackles this risk with regenerative braking, advanced load sensors, and a proprietary electronic stability system, an integrated approach specifically engineered to mitigate braking failures. This method not only enhances safety outcomes, but is also likely to become a key differentiator in an increasingly regulated commercial vehicle landscape. From battery manufacturing to software, charging infrastructure to AI, no other truck manufacturer matches Tesla's level of ecosystem control. While this may reduce short-term flexibility, such as the current lack of megawatt charging system standardization, it ensures long-term operational cohesion. And that's something logistics companies will increasingly value. How delayed is Tesla's Semi-2025 production strategy really?
Like, what will the future look like in 5 years, or 10 years, 20 years? And 5 years from now, autonomous cars are going to be everywhere. Primarily going to be Teslas, by the way. But autonomous Teslas will be everywhere.
In 2025, Tesla's long-awaited promise of electrified long-haul trucking is edging closer to mass production. With the second-generation Tesla Semi now officially moving into production planning, the electric freight revolution is no longer theoretical. It's operational. After years of limited fleet trials and early prototypes, Tesla has now reached a pivotal milestone. The steel structure of its dedicated semi-production facility, located next to Gigafactory Nevada, is complete. According to Dan Priestley, head of the Tesla Semi program, the plant will explode with activity as it ramps toward full production, emphasizing that safety, efficiency, and execution are at the heart of the factory's design. And the numbers back this up. Tesla has announced its most detailed production roadmap to date. Initial volume builds of the Tesla Semi will begin in late 2025, with acceleration through early 2026. At full capacity, the plant aims to produce up to 50,000 units annually. Let's not forget, Tesla has already delivered over 200 Semis to strategic partners like PepsiCo. These early units serve as real-world validators, and more importantly, data sources, for refining both the vehicle and production processes. This slow and steady approach, similar to Tesla's past vehicle ramp-ups, enables the company to de-risk scaling by solving critical technical and logistical challenges in real-world conditions. One of the most pressing concerns in commercial EV adoption is infrastructure. Can we support the charging needs of thousands of heavy-duty trucks? Tesla's answer lies in its proprietary supercharger and megacharger network, already spanning much of the US, Europe, Mexico, and China. While public EV charging infrastructure often lags, Tesla's vertical integration gives it a decisive edge. In Elon Musk's words, the battery will last longer than your bladder. That's not just humor. It's a subtle nod to real-world usability. Tesla's approach isn't about matching diesel tank range mile for mile. It's about creating a charging experience that aligns with natural driver behavior, rest breaks, meals, logistics schedules. With ultra-fast charging planned for semis and built-in navigation to optimize routing, downtime is minimized and utilization maximized. Tesla isn't rushing. The company is following its proven playbook. Start small, iterate quickly, and scale strategically. Initial deliveries will continue to go to trusted partners before ramping to broader customer availability by late 2025. This cautious yet confident timeline helps Tesla avoid the production traps that have derailed other EV startups. More importantly, it shows that Tesla has likely overcome key supply chain and technical hurdles, battery constraints, drivetrain optimization, software tuning, that previously delayed mass production. With the rumored price of the Tesla Semi now nearing $400,000, do you think the long-term savings and ecosystem integration justify the upfront cost? Or is Tesla pricing out its core market? The wait is over. The Tesla Semi 2025 is here, and Elon Musk has just revealed major upgrades to the new Gen 2 model. If you thought the original Tesla Semi was revolutionary, wait until you see what Tesla plans to do in 2025. The Tesla Semi Gen 2 has proven to be faster, more powerful, and more efficient than ever before. It's not only the future of trucking, but it also promises to be Tesla's savior in the current crisis. From groundbreaking battery advancements to fully autonomous features being released, and even scaling up production to 50,000 units per year with a 15-minute production cycle. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the 2025 Tesla Semi and why it's going to be Tesla's most explosive EV in the near future. 1. How have the specifications of the Tesla Semi Gen 2 changed? This year marks a major turning point as Tesla's Semi production skyrockets, aiming for at least 10,000 units by the end of the year and 50,000 by 2026. According to the latest updates, Tesla has committed to ramping up production to fulfill all outstanding orders for customers who have been waiting for years. Despite being one of the most challenging vehicles for Tesla to manufacture, largely due to its labor-intensive, semi-handcrafted production, advancements in technology have now enabled the company to accelerate the process. Tesla is confident that it can now roll a new Semi off the production line every 15 minutes. In previous episodes, we've thoroughly analyzed how the Tesla Semi has become a true money-making machine, saving owners thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. But here's the even better news. The Tesla Semi will soon be available to a wider range of customers and can be customized based on individual needs and budgets. If everything goes according to plan, the Tesla Semi will take over the trucking industry by 2026, shattering the notion that electric trucks can't replace diesel-powered ones. Of course, in today's episode, we'll reveal the golden timeline Tesla is preparing for the release of its first orders in 2025, coming up in Part 2. But first, we want to show you whether the highly anticipated Tesla Semi Gen 2 truly meets real-world needs. Is this the truck we've all been waiting for? Actually, Elon Musk and his team at Tesla have spent nearly 3 years refining the Tesla Semi Gen 2, and this isn't just an upgrade. It's a game-changing evolution. Tesla has officially increased the truck's maximum range to 500 miles per charge, a significant improvement over the previous version. While this number was previously announced, real-world tests of the standard model had only achieved just over 300 miles. This is a major breakthrough for long-haul electric trucking, reducing charging stops and maximizing efficiency. On top of that, Tesla's new Megacharger 2.0 can now charge the Semi up to 70% in just 20 minutes. That's nearly as fast as the typical refueling stop for a diesel truck. This breakthrough eliminates one of the biggest concerns for fleet operators, minimizing downtime and keeping trucks on the road where they belong. According to the latest information, The Gen 2 model is expected to feature a 4-motor drivetrain, an upgrade from the previous 3-motor setup, delivering even more torque and acceleration. The current Tesla Semi uses a tri-motor powertrain, adapted from Tesla's Plaid technology but in a reversed configuration. Specifically, the front motor from the Model S is used to drive the rear axle of the Semi, acting as a high-efficiency highway drive unit. Meanwhile, the 2 rear motors from the Model S Plaid are mounted on the Semi's rear axle. This setup gives the Tesla Semi an estimated 1,020 horsepower and 1,050 pound-feet of torque, putting it on par with the Model S and Model X Plaid. The Tesla Semi Gen 2 can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 20 seconds, while fully loaded with 80,000 pounds, outperforming nearly every diesel truck on the road. Tesla has also improved the Semi's aerodynamics, boosting energy efficiency by 12%. The redesigned chassis is lighter yet stronger, enhancing overall performance. In fact, the Semi's sleek aerodynamics give it a drag coefficient lower than some sports cars, including the Bugatti Chiron is 0.38, a remarkable feat for a heavy-duty truck. This is a significant achievement, especially when compared to traditional diesel trucks, which typically have a drag coefficient between 0.5 and 1.03. This improvement isn't just theoretical, it translates into real-world energy efficiency gains. Analyses show that the Tesla Semi's aerodynamic design reduces drag by 20%, compared to conventional trucks, resulting in over a 10% fuel consumption reduction, or the equivalent of saving 5,000 liters of fuel per year. While the exact 12% improvement mentioned earlier may vary, existing data suggests the actual gains could be even higher. Performance data further highlights that the aerodynamic refinements lead to a 25% reduction in energy needed to cover the same distance compared to less aerodynamic trucks with a drag coefficient of 0.65. In other words, the Tesla Semi consumes just 75% of the energy required by less efficient trucks, marking a 25% improvement in overall efficiency. Elon Musk has described the Tesla Semi as being shaped like a bullet, comparable to a supercar. This aerodynamic design is a key factor in achieving its impressive 500-mile range, even when fully loaded and cruising at highway speeds. The Semi's chassis is also lighter, contributing to overall energy efficiency. However, it's important to note that the combined weight of the battery pack and drivetrain still exceeds that of a diesel engine, plus fuel, by roughly 2.5 tons. This means that while the chassis itself is lighter, the total weight of the truck is still influenced by its other components. The combination of advanced aerodynamics and drivetrain improvements has had a major positive impact on the Tesla Semi's overall efficiency. The truck is also equipped with regenerative braking, which can recapture up to 98% of kinetic energy back into the battery. Estimates suggest that regenerative braking contributes up to 14% of the vehicle's total range benefits. Tesla's electric motors boast an efficiency of around 90%, significantly higher than diesel engines, which operate at just 48% efficiency. Thanks to innovative design choices, such as dedicated motor components for different acceleration phases, Tesla's EV drivetrain delivers peak efficiency of around 93%, with an estimated average efficiency of 90%. Giving it a substantial edge in energy savings. 2. When can we experience the breakthrough of Tesla Semi Gen 2 in 2025? Tesla has unveiled an ambitious production plan for the Tesla Semi Gen 2, set to launch in 2025. This announcement reflects the company's strong confidence in market demand and its determination to establish itself as a key player in the commercial vehicle industry. According to the detailed production timeline, the third quarter of 2025 will mark a major milestone as Tesla activates the Nevada Gigafactory's production capacity of 10,000 units per year. By the fourth quarter, the company plans to roll out the 500-mile variant, specifically designed for long-haul routes. Looking ahead, Tesla aims to scale up production significantly, targeting an output of 50,000 units by 2026 with an impressive 10 to 15-minute production cycle. This roadmap highlights Tesla's aggressive push to revolutionize freight transportation while ramping up production at an unprecedented pace, setting new benchmarks for the industry. Tesla is currently constructing a dedicated semi-factory near Giga, Nevada, which is expected to scale up production to 50,000 units per year. This aligns with Elon Musk's statement during the 2023 earnings call, where he expressed Tesla's goal of having 50,000 Tesla semis on North American roads by 2024. Achieving this production volume would secure Tesla a significant share of the North American heavy-duty truck market, reinforcing the company's ambition to dominate rather than simply establish a niche presence. Tesla's vertically integrated model, which has been a cornerstone of its consumer vehicle strategy, is also being leveraged for the Semi program. This manufacturing approach gives Tesla greater control over its supply chain, allowing for potential cost efficiencies that traditional truck manufacturers may struggle to match. According to Dan Priestley, this vertical integration will enable Tesla to develop multiple Semi variants, catering to various applications and vehicle types. This flexibility could allow Tesla to expand its commercial vehicle lineup beyond the initial Semi model, further strengthening its footprint in the commercial transport sector. 3. How will the Tesla Semi become Tesla's salvation card in 2025? As of now, Tesla is going through a rough patch with sales dropping significantly. 76.3% in Germany and 26% in France. In the US, sales were down 7% last year and another 2% in early 2025, showing a clear decline in consumer interest. Tesla's current struggles, marked by consumer backlash, Tesla takedown protests, and declining sales, highlight the urgent need for a new game plan. The best move? Doubling down on the Tesla Semi. Scaling up production and getting these electric big rigs on the road isn't just a smart financial move. It's Tesla's ticket to diversifying its portfolio, tackling environmental concerns, and winning back public trust. If Tesla plays its cards right, the Semi could be the key to getting the company back on top of the EV industry. On top of that, the Tesla Semi is tapping into a $150 billion global heavy-duty truck market that's still largely untapped. It's delivering immediate savings on operating costs while positioning itself as the long-term tech leader in the industry. Right now, Tesla is building up its production capacity in Nevada, aiming to crank out 50,000 units a year. That's a big deal in a market where less than 5% of Class 8 trucks are electric, compared to 14% EV penetration in passenger cars. And demand is already rolling in. Tesla has pending orders worth between $22 million and $100 million from major logistics players like Pride Group Enterprises' 150 to 500 trucks, and has deployed 100 units with PepsiCo. The momentum is there. Now it's just a matter of Tesla scaling up and taking the lead in the electric trucking revolution. At $180,000 for a 500-mile range, the Tesla Semi undercuts the average diesel competitor, which costs around $230,000. On top of that, it slashes energy costs by 63%, saving about 25 cents per mile. The Tesla Semi isn't just another EV, it's Tesla's ticket into the commercial trucking world. This move expands the company beyond consumer vehicles and taps into the growing demand for sustainable logistics solutions. While Tesla initially targeted North America for the Semi, signs point to international expansion. Reports suggest the company is eyeing Europe, where stricter carbon emissions regulations are pushing for cleaner transport solutions. The UK, for example, is aiming for net zero carbon emissions by 2050 and is rolling out policies to encourage electric commercial fleets. This international angle adds another layer to Tesla's strategy, allowing it to take advantage of regional policies and sustainability incentives to strengthen its global position. Tesla has strategically positioned the Semi to attract major corporations with large-scale logistics operations, where both environmental impact and cost savings are amplified by sheer fleet size. Big names like Pepsi, Anheuser-Busch, Walmart, UPS, and Frito-Lay have already placed orders for these electric trucks. One standout deal comes from Pride Group Enterprises, a major truck leasing company, which has ordered 150 Tesla semis with an option to scale up to 500, potentially the biggest semi-order Tesla has landed so far. Depending on final configurations and quantities, this deal could be worth anywhere from $22 million to $100 million. These significant early commitments from industry giants validate Tesla's strategic push into the commercial trucking market and prove there's real demand for electric solutions in logistics. The shift is happening. Tesla just needs to keep up with the momentum. PepsiCo is making a bold move by adding around 100 Tesla semis to its fleet in 2023, showing strong adoption from one of the world's biggest food and beverage companies. The fact that major corporations like this are stepping up as early adopters of Tesla's electric trucking technology says a lot. It shows they trust Tesla's engineering and see real potential in the cost savings and operational benefits these trucks offer. Beyond the financial side, this early adoption also serves as a powerful PR move, not just for Tesla, but for the companies buying in. It reinforces their commitment to sustainability and puts them ahead of the curve in the transition to greener logistics. From an economic standpoint, the Tesla Semi is a game changer. With an efficiency of 1.64 kilowatt-hour per mile, it delivers significant fuel savings while cutting emissions, making it a highly attractive option for companies looking to lower operating costs and meet sustainability goals. Tesla's approach to the commercial market is smart. Instead of rushing in, they've been gathering extensive real-world data through pilot programs before scaling up. As of March 20, 2025, Tesla's semi-test fleet has logged over 4.65 million miles, with one unit surpassing 248,000 miles on its own. This massive real-world testing gives Tesla valuable insights into performance, reliability, and maintenance needs, helping refine both the product and its marketing claims. More importantly, these pilot programs build confidence among potential buyers, who get to see real-world results instead of just relying on manufacturer specs. Tesla has carefully built a solid economic case for adopting electric semis, directly addressing the financial priorities of commercial fleet operators. When Tesla first unveiled the Semi in 2017, they estimated that running a 100-mile route with an 80,000-pound load would cost around $1.51 per mile for a traditional diesel truck, compared to just $1.26 per mile for the Tesla Semi. That 25 cents per mile difference adds up fast, over a truck's lifetime, typically around 1 million miles. The savings become massive. For fleet operators looking to cut costs while staying ahead of sustainability goals, those numbers are hard to ignore. Tesla's pricing strategy for the Semi makes its economic appeal even stronger. The 300-mile version comes in at around $150,000, while the 500-mile model is priced at $180,000. According to Tesla's head of engineering, Dan Priestley, the company aims to price the Semi as competitively as possible with diesel trucks from day one to speed up electric truck adoption. This pricing position, combined with lower operating costs, makes a solid case for total cost of ownership, beyond just the environmental benefits. And as Tesla continues improving the Semi's efficiency, already hitting around 100 kilowatt-hour per 100 kilometers, the economic advantages will only get stronger. The Tesla Semi packs some seriously impressive specs, taking direct aim at the dominance of traditional diesel trucks in the commercial space. It comes in two versions, a 300-mile model and a 500-mile model. The 500-mile version can cover its full range on a single charge while hauling up to 87,000 pounds. That's a game changer, tackling one of the biggest concerns about electric trucks, whether they can handle long-haul routes without frequent recharging. Plus, with fast charging capability, the Semi can juice up to 70% in just 30 minutes, minimizing downtime. Do you think Tesla's decision to launch the Semi without a sleeper cab is a smart strategy to dominate short-haul trucking first, or is it a major drawback? Thanks for watching our video. If you want to explore more exciting information about Tesla EV or Tesla Bot, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video. Also, make sure to subscribe to Tesla Car World and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.